Hello everyone, this is the finale of What If Naruto was banished and becomes Master Swordsman, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. 4 years later, a warm and summer day, it was in the Hidden Leaf village. It was 4 years since the battle that destroyed a large portion of the village. However, the village has since been returned to normal. The years and the hard work from the citizens returned Konoha to its former beauty. In returning the village to its former beauty, the stadium that was destroyed 4 years prior was rebuilt. The new stadium sported a golden statue of Naruto outside with Heaven's Blade over his shoulder, while looking toward the Hokage Monument. The stadium was built in his honor and named Naruto Coliseum. Today was a special day. Today was the day that the Chunin exams would be held. The citizens from the Leaf, among shinobi and civilians from all over the world, were flocking to Konoha to see the Chunin exams. This year featured a number of talented shinobi from each of the hidden villages, including one from the newly formed Nikugakure no Sato, also known as the village hidden in the sunlight, or Light Village for short. The newly formed Light Village was a mystery to many. Few knew where it was and who its leader was. All anyone knew is that it was located in Sun Country. The headbands worn by the Light Shinobi had a diamond symbol in the middle, with lines coming from each point. The stadium was filling up and everyone was excited to see the Companion this year. The Raikage, Nenshu-kun, was already present at the stadium with his subordinates. Tsunade, the Hokage, was also present, as well as Gaara. All of the village leaders were present with the exception of the Karikage, or the leader of light. The village was not among the great shinobi villages, but the leader was still referred to as the Karikage. Many wondered who the leader was. Tsunade, who was sitting, turned to Gaara. This year's exams are promising. We have a good bunch this year from the Leaf. As do we from the Sand, but I'm putting my money on the shinobi from Light. Gaara stated. Kun glanced at Gaara. Light, why Light and not your own village? I've seen the prelims. That masked fighter was holding back. I'm a realist, my genins are not equipped to deal with a genin of that level, Gaara informed Kun. Kun sucked his teeth. No faith, that's not good for a village leader. Awesudo, the Rock's new leader, entered in the conversation. Well, I'm definitely have faith in all of my shinobi in the Companion. Besides, Light only has one shinobi. Gaara just turned to look at the people entering the stadium without saying a word. On another note, security seems to be tight. Tsunade. Yes, our new police captain has made sure of that. Uchiha Sasuke, he takes no chances, do he? Everyone turned to Savaya, who was now the Mizukage of Mist. He's only following orders. I ordered for him to have his men stationed throughout. Tsunade pointed out. So where is Uchiha Sasuke? Kun questioned. Outside of the stadium. Sasuke was standing on a tree in his Junin outfit that now had the police corp logo on the vest. The fights this year should be interesting to say the least. Kiba, your squad is set up in location. Over the radio, Kiba's voice could be heard. Yes, we're at our designated stations. So pretty boy, any bets on who's going to take it? The shinobi from Light is going to take it hands down. Sasuke said. Are you sure? Kiba's voice came in over the radio. Yes, I'm positive. Well, we shall see. I'm returning to my post, keep me updated. Sasuke responded. Will do. Scoping out the stadium, Sasuke's eyes landed on Sakura, who was sitting next to her best friend Ino. A rare smile appeared on Sasuke's face as he watched his wife. In the stadium, Sakura and Ino were sitting in the stands waiting for the matches to begin. Sakura looked around to see if she saw her friends. Man, I thought Lee-san and Chuji was going to be here. Where are they? Ino shrugged. Knowing Chuji-kun, he's probably eating. I swear that guy is going to eat me out of my house. Sakura grinned at her friend. You know you wouldn't have it any other way. Ino blushed. Well, that's beside the point. Anyway, how has Sasuke been lately? Very busy with the new position, but he's adapting very well. How did he take it when Tsunade announced that her successor would be Konohamaru? Ino asked. Well, he didn't really take it bad. Remember, he turned it down 4 years ago. Besides, I think he's doing what he wants to do. Besides, Konohamaru is going to make a great Hokage. He's pretty strong for his age. Senzairu-san really brought his potential to light. I honestly think he can take Asuma in a match. Really? You think he's that good? His drive is only rivaled by Naruto's. Seeing as Naruto has always been his measuring stick, I would say that he won't stop until he reaches Naruto, Sakura pointed out. Well, that is exercise in futility. Naruto is probably, if not the strongest shinobi on the planet. Quote. That may be true, but don't say that around Sasuke. Sakura and Ino both broke out into laughter. There goes Chuji, Asuma, Kurenai, and Konomi-chan. Asuma-sensei and Kurenai's 4-year-old daughter is so pretty. Ino waved, motioning for the group to join him. Chouji. Over here. Chuji, Asuma, who had his daughter on his shoulders, and Kurenai walked toward the two girls. It didn't take them long to reach their location. Asuma greeted the girl, hey. Konomi-chan. The girl leaped off her father's shoulder into Ino's arms. Ino-Nisan. Ino hugged the little crimson-eyed little girl. Better watch out, Kurenai-abasan. Ino is going to become Konomi's mother. Everyone looked up to see Konohamaru. The newly appointed 18-year-old Junin was wearing a black sweatsuit with gray lining. Sporting a black hi-8, Konohamaru continued, she's trying to turn her into a miniature copy of herself. Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be like me. The little girl is smart to admire true beauty, Ino said in a conceited tone. Konohamaru leaned forward so that he was eye level with his cousin. Konomi-chan, do you really want to be like Ino? The little girl nodded, of course. Kono-Nisan, she is so pretty and strong, just like Carson. Konohamaru scratched his head, well, I don't know what to say. There's nothing you can say, just accept that your cousin doesn't want to be like you, unlike an annoying little Chunin I know. Hanabi, who caused Konohamaru and everyone else to turn around, simply stated as she was accompanied by Mogi and Udon. Come on, Makinu isn't that bad. Konohamaru said in his friend's defense. Not that bad. The kid almost never gives us any privacy. I mean, seriously, how are we supposed to spend time together and he's always around? That Makinu is a wonderful student. The group turned to see Senzairu and Yugao with their 4-year-old son Shiraki holding Yugao's hand. Hanabi looked at Senzairu. I should blame you for him having free time. Do you guys ever do missions anymore? Of course we do. Senzairu looked to his left to see all of his students, and Futeki walking up the stairs towards them. Makinu continued, we're just so good that we get the job done quickly, isn't that right, Ranpu? Yes. It's relatively too easy for us, most missions in fact. The 15-year-old Hyuga stated. That's because you have Neji training you, Akuru stated. Shut it, Akuru, not everyone has a member from the legendary Cell 7 training them. Someone with Sannin training to train you, man, aren't you very fortunate? Sasuke doesn't want to train anyone, and Naruto, well, no one knows where he is. Man, I tell you, I would definitely have that guy train me. Makinu stated. Hey, does that make me chopped liver? Hello, my mother is a Sannin, doesn't my training count for anything? Sorry sensei, I didn't mean it like that. Makinu scratched his head while laughing. Futeki, you're still training with Anko? Kurenai asked. The girl nodded, yes, she actually allowed me to sign the snake contract. I haven't summoned Manda yet, but she warned me to not summon him, as she says the only one who can control him is Sasuke, he barely listens to her. Makinu was scanning the area, whereas Yugen and Yasumi, I thought they were coming. I don't know, they're probably on their way. Akuru said to her friend. There goes the daimyo of Fire Country, Sea Country, and Snow Country. Udon acknowledgement of the three leaders caused the focus to shift to the leaders. It seems that Sea and Snow have an alliance with the newly formed Light Village. Senzairu said to Asuma. I'm hearing a lot about this infamous Light Village, but it seems that they only have one genin in finals. That's not a strong showing for a village trying to get their name out there. Senzairu smiled. Trust me, this genin is going to make a strong showing. Sorry to say, but the genin from Light is going to sweep. Either the Light genin or the Mist genin takes it. At least you recognize talent when you see it, Senzairu-kun. Senzairu smiled when he saw Naya and Kaito walking toward him and the others. Young Sayoi is gifted. He has actually been selected to be a member of the Seven Swords. Many believe he is the most gifted shinobi to come from the mist in years. Do you know what sword he has been selected to wield? Kaito asked. Senzaru smirked. Kiryu. Kaito nodded. Yes, he will be trained by me and Savaya, who has succeeded me. Looks like the missed 7 swords are whole again, eh Kaito? So it would seem. But that Sugetsu reminds me too much of Zabuza. Naya shrugged. It can't be helped. Where did Sugetsu go anyway? Who knows, he's somewhere around here, Kaito stated. Naya turned to see Sakura's stomach. Congratulations Sakura, Sasuke's. Yes. So how have you been Naya-san? I've been great. These last 4 years have been fantastic for me. Have you seen Naruto? Sakura asked, wondering about her friend. No, I haven't. I've been so busy in Mist. Sakura put her head down. Oh, I wonder what he's up to. What about Hinata? Yes, Hinata and Shinji actually are married now. Yes, my nephew is a cute kid. Hinata is actually here in the village with Shinji. She should be arriving with my father anytime now, Hanabi informed all. I can't wait to see Hinata. It's been a long time since I've seen Hinata, Kurenai said to all. Well, she looks good and her level of skill pertaining to the sealing arts will surpass my own time. My legacy lives in her and Savaya. Not only that, as Shinji wife and a member of the Manashu clan, she is required to learn Heavenly Sword. Not only has she become excellent with seals, she is also a formidable warrior. Naya's words caused Hanabi to suck her teeth. She's not that good. I love it when you're jealous Hanabi-chan, you're so Konohamaru words earned him a glare from the Hyuga. I can't believe Genma-san is refereeing the matches. Didn't he referee when Naruto, Neji, and Sasuke was in the tournament? Ino asked. Yes. But enough about that, where is Lee and Tenten? Akuru pointed to the top of the steps. Sakura-sensei, there goes Lee-san, Tenten-san, and Guy-sensei. Sakura waved to Lee, who pointed to Sakura. Guy, Lee, and Tenten headed toward the group. Sakura-san, how are you? Lee asked his friend. I'm good Lee-san, how about you? Sakura asked. Great, just finished some training with Guy-sensei. I remember when Lee was little, it was so much easier then, but now it's hard for me to keep up with him. Guy said with a sad look. Senzaru smiled. That's life, Guy. I'm sure it will come a time when I can't keep up with Konohamaru, Makinu, Ranpu, or Akuru. But it's a good thing, Guy, because of your training he has surpassed you. I know, I'm so happy, I've made Lee into one of the best in the village. Little Shiraki, who had his mother's purple hair and his grandmother and father eyes, taped Senzaru, Tusen, can I go see Aba-chan? She's sitting with all of those people. I don't think that's a good idea, Shiraki, besides we came to see the fights. I will take you to see Grandma later, the boy pouted. In the cage box, Tsunade glanced around and saw her son and grandson. She tapped Gaara. There goes Senzaru and Shiraki. Tsunade turned to the shinobi behind her. Could you bring my grandson to me? Yes, Hokage-sama. Fading from view, the shinobi was gone. Stadium. A Junin-level shinobi appeared in front of Senzaru and the rest. Senzaru-sama, Hokage-sama requests an audience with the young Shiraki-san. Looks like you get your way, son. Don't worry, I will take him myself. Shiraki turned to his friend who was in Ino's arms. Kanome-chan, do you want to visit Grandma? The girl jumped out of Ino's arms. Yeah, she always has candy for us. Senzaru laughed at the kid's antics. Turning to Kurenai, I will be back in a few. Fading off in orange flames with the kids in tow caused everyone in the stadium to be amazed by the pretty flames that danced in the spot. Konohamaru smirked. Show off. Cage balcony. Appearing in flames with the 2 kids in tow, both ran to Tsunade, Grandma. Both yelled as they ran to her. Tsunade embraced them with a big hug. My kids, how are you doing? Did you miss Grandma? Both nodded. Yes, we did. Digging in her pocket, Tsunade gave the kids some treats. There you go. Shiraki yelled out, you are the best Grandma. She rubbed the boy head. I love you too, she. Senzaru just shook his head. Mom, you can't be doing things like that. You're spoiling him. So, that's what grandmothers are supposed to do. By the way, when are you and Yugao going to give me another one? Mother, isn't Shiraki enough? Senzaru said, hoping his mother would drop it. Of course not. I want more. Speaking of which, Tsunade turned to Gaara. When are you having kids, Gaara? No time soon. Besides, my nephew is a handful. Really? Kankaru had a kid? Tsunade asked. Temari and Shikamaru, Gaara informed Tsunade. Well, really, that's news to me. Where are they now? I know they left with Naruto. Are they still in Sun Country? I honestly don't know. I have yet to visit them, but they are really happy from what I can tell. Tsunade smiled. I'm sure they are very happy, turning to Savia, and you Savia. I'm sure Kaito and Naya are hounding you. Yes they are, but kids are not in the near future for me. Tsunade turned back to Senzaru. Well, you never did answer my question. Thought you were getting of the hook that easy. Carson, we will think about it. Is that good enough? Tsunade nodded. We will continue this discussion later. Looking at the crowd, Tsunade was amazed at the turnout. This was definitely one of the biggest turnouts ever. I guess everyone came to see the much talked about candidates this year. We have a future 7-sword shinobi in the making, an elite shinobi from the Rock, a cloud shinobi of high caliber, a few leaf genin, one from our own Hyuga clan, and the dark horse of the exams, the mysterious shinobi from Light. This is shaping up to be a good exam. Senzaru turned to Gaara. What's even better is the Mist shinobi and the Light shinobi get to face one another of the bat. Whoever wins that fight is going to win the tournament, that much is certain. Not much faith in the other villages including your own, Senzaru. Kuin stated. It's not about faith, it's about the cold hard reality, and the reality is that those two are the best in the tournament. Without a doubt the Hyuga tends to produce phenomenal shinobi, but their skill level is way beyond the Hyuga in the tournament. Also, I've seen the others battle and I don't see them increasing their level to astronomical heights in a month. Tsunade stepped in. Well, I got my money on the Hyuga. This Light genin is good, but I don't see the big deal. Gaara spoke. You will see when the time comes, Tsunade, and when it does occur there will be no changing of your mind. Senzaru turned to Gaara. So you've seen the skill of the Light shinobi as well? Gaara nodded, which is why I have no doubt that the Light genin is going to take it. Tsunade looked at Gaara and Senzaru. You two know something that the rest of us don't. Senzaru smiled at his mother. I will be back to get those two later. Before Tsunade could say wait, Senzaru disappeared in blue flames. She immediately turned to Gaara. What do you know that I don't? Just watch, Tsunade, you're in for an excellent surprise. Gaara turned back to look at the contestants entering the stadium. Outside of the stadium, Iruka and his class were waiting in line to get into the stadium. One of the boys tapped the instructor. Iruka-sensei, so is the test we will have to take to become Chunin when we are genins? Yes, this is the exam. Many great shinobi have participated in this event and they are selected based on their skills, Iruka informed his student. See, you're still teaching, runts Iruka. When are you going to move on? Iruka turned back to look at a smiling Anko. Kids, meet Mitarashi Anko. She is a Junin of the Leaf Village and one of the strongest shinobi in the Leaf. Anko was trained by the legendary Sanin Orochimaru. One of the girl students addressed Anko. You were taught by Orochimaru. My grandfather told me that Orochimaru was a great shinobi. It's a shame that he betrayed the Leaf. Training with one of the Sanin must have been awesome. A snot-nosed loudmouth kid stepped forward. I'm going to be better than the Sanin. I'm going to even be better than Uchiha Sasuke. I'm going to be the greatest shinobi in Konoha history. Idiot. The Yondaime Hokage is the greatest shinobi in history. Iruka spoke. Well, that's not entirely true. You see that statue, kids? The young man in that statue is the greatest hero that Konoha has ever seen and will ever know. He saved the village twice, well 3 times if you want to be technical. The loudmouth kid looked at the statue, then at Iruka. Who is he, Iruka-sensei? If he's so great, how come I don't know who he is? Barker, that is, the golden fox. How do you not know who he is? He is considered to be the greatest shinobi on the planet, a young girl informed her classmate. Really? Is that why he has a statue? Iruka continued. I just told you he has a statue in his honor for saving Konoha. One of the smarter students spoke up. Uzumaki Naruto, aka the Golden Fox, Jinchuriki to the Kyuubi, trained by Hatake Kakashi, Jiraiya of the legendary Sanin, and member of the infamous Team 7, a true genius. Iruka laughed at his student. Everything is true except the part about him being a genius. The truth of the matter is Naruto was a dead last at the academy. But he had this desire to be better and he trained hard. Now he is known throughout the world for his talent and as a hero to his birth village. Wow, was he really dead last? Forget Sasuke, I'm definitely going to surpass Naruto and become the greatest shinobi the Leaf has ever known. Iruka smiled at his student. Seems that these kids are dreamers, Aruka, not something a teacher should be teaching his students. Anko said playfully. Anko-san, if you don't have a dream or a goal to reach, then what is the purpose or your drive for doing anything? It is good to dream, Anko. Anko walked up to Aruka and whispered in his ear, maybe we can dream together sometime. Aruka blushed, maybe, whenever you want to. Tonight seems good, my place, don't be late, again. Anko looked at the crowd, I hate lines, in an instant, she was gone. Hey, where did she go? One of the kids asked. While she disappeared into thin air. She must really be strong, one of Aruka's students stated. Aruka-sensei, will we ever be that good? One of the boy students asked. I don't see why not. If you practice and never give up just like Uzumaki Naruto, you all will become great shinobi, the kids let out a joyous cheer. Aruka smiled at his students, the next generation, the future of the Leaf Village you all are. I will prepare you to the best of my ability, but the rest is up to you. I have no doubt that you all will become stronger. Inside stadium, Hanabi, who was in the stadium, was looking around the stadium. Konohamaru noticed this. Hanabi, who are you looking for? I was looking for Hinata and father. They were supposed to be here already. What could be taking them so long? They will be here, Hanabi, Konohamaru assured his girlfriend. Konohamaru turned to Senzairu. Sensei, do you have any idea when this will kick off? Not sure. Besides, the leader of light still hasn't arrived yet. They might begin without this person. Senzairu stated. I can't wait to see the light shinobi in action. I hear this kid is phenomenal. But Naya-san also says that the Mist Nin is good as well. What's good about this is that everyone gets to see these two kids fight in the first round at full power. Kaito spoke up. Konohamaru nodded in agreement. That's true. Sakura, who was staring at the contestants, watched as 7 out of the 8 shinobi were waiting lined up. I have yet to see a shinobi from the Light Village. They should have been here already. Ino tapped Sakura. Hey, where the heck is Kakashi? I haven't seen him for weeks. Is he out on a mission? Asuma answered, leave of absence. Kakashi has decided to take some much-deserved vacation time. I was shocked as well when he told me, but he is on vacation. Funny thing is no one knows where he went. Sakura, who turned to Asuma, spoke, really, I wasn't aware. Well, I'm sure Kakashi-sensei needed the vacation. Udon tapped Hanabi when he saw her clan enter the stadium. Hanabi-san, there goes Hinata and your father. Ino, being her boisterous self, stood up and yelled, Hinata. Up here. Stadium lower seats. Shinji, who was in blue and white Kigo Gi and the symbol for the Manashu head on his neck, looked to where he heard his wife's name. Is that Ino Yamanaka? Hinata, who was dressed in a similar outfit as her husband, but more feminine, looked up. Yes, it is Ino-san. Hiyashi, who was holding his grandson, looked up as well. Here, take Mashiro, I'm sure your friends want to see him. Okay father, we will be back soon. Don't worry about it, you spend time with your friends, they haven't seen you in years. We will catch up later. Hinata nodded at her father and motioned for Shinji to follow. Shinji and Hinata continued up the stairs until they reached their friend's location. Upon reaching the group, Hinata smiled at Ino. It's good to see everyone, how have you all been? Ino was the first to address her. I can't speak for everyone else, but I have been fantastic. I see you have a little son, he's so cute. He has your eyes. Hanabi interjected, the Byakugan is a dominant gene, of course he would have it. What remains to be seen if he has received the Manashu bloodline as well. That would be wicked, Konohamaru stated. Naya stepped forward and took the young Mashiro from Hinata, who went without hesitation. Naya smiled, that's a wood boy, you know, couldn't wait to see Naya barking again. Hinata turned her away from her sensei to talk to Kurenai. As Kaito, Senzairu, and Shinji conversed amongst themselves, it's been a long time, Kurenai-sensei, how have you been? Hinata, you can call me Kurenai, you don't need to add the sensei. I know, but I respect you so much. So I see you are married now, sensei, Asuma-san. Yep, we also have a 4-year-old daughter. She's with Tsunade-sama and the other cages. Senzairu-san is the one sitting on her left leg. Kurenai informed Hinata. Oh, I see her. So what have you been up to, Hinata? Well, I had Mashiro a year ago and both Shinji-kun and I have been living in Sea Country. Shinji has been teaching me the ways of his clan and I have been enhancing my sealing ability. So it's been nothing but training and being a wife these past 4 years, but I'm happy. Kurenai smiled. It's really good to see you happy, Hinata. Yugao walked up to the two females. Well, it seems that the leader of Fire Country has arrived along with the leader of Lightning and Sand. We have a few more that will be arriving soon. That is right, the leaders from Rain, Water, Earth, Grass, and Sun have yet to arrive, Hinata pointed out. Hinata turned to look at a pregnant Sakura. Congratulations, Sakura, when are you expecting? In a few weeks. Hinata, have you seen Naruto and Yumi since you left the village? Yes. And shockingly enough, Yumi is pregnant as well and should be expecting soon too. As a matter of fact, Yumi, Naruto, and Mai are supposed to be here today. Really? Is Yami-chan coming with them? Konohamaru jumped in and asked. I suspect so. So Sakura, how is Sasuke-san? He's good really. He is now the captain of the Konoha Police Corps, which Kiba is an active lieutenant in. Oh, that's news to me. I wonder how Shino and Kiba are doing. I will see them after the matches. The group continued to talk amongst one another. Outside of the stadium, Sasuke was watching over Sakura and the Hokage. Smirking, he felt a blade press against his neck. Sugetsu, you do realize that opposing me is pointless. The Mist Nin had an ever-present smile on his face. Sasuke-san, you do realize I have the upper hand here. I'm shocked that you have gotten so sloppy. In the old days I would have never been able to sneak up on you like this. And you never will. Sugetsu turned to his right to see Sasuke leaning on the tree with his arms folded. Turning back to look at what he now knew was a clone, Sugetsu watched as bunch of snakes slithered down the tree. So you still got it, good to know. So, we have 3 years, correct? Sugetsu's expression became serious. Yes, have you been in contact with Karen and what of Juugo? Well, Juugo is still in the Northing base. Orochimaru still has loyal followers, such as Karen, who maintains his facilities and continues her research. I really can't stand that though. Are you sure she will be needed? Sasuke closed his eyes for a moment. She and Juugo both will be needed, as well as you. I'm guessing you will send word when you need us, eh, Sasuke? Yes. So are you here to protect your Mizukage or did you come to talk to me? Sasuke asked. I actually came to see this kid fight. They say he is going to fight a shinobi from Light, an upstart village that will fade like many before it, I'm sure. Sugetsu stated. Actually, I don't think so. To be quite honest, the Mist Genin is going to lose. You have no idea what this Light Genin is capable of. And you do, Sasuke. Sasuke smirked. Of course I do. I would watch from the stadium. Since you are the Mizukage's bodyguard, you should have a good view. Sugetsu nodded. In that case I better go. Later, Sasuke. Sugetsu left Sasuke behind. Hokage Monument. Kakashi, who was in a Junin outfit minus the vest, addressed Rin. It seems that we are getting old. Of course we are, Kakashi, but if we didn't we wouldn't make way for the new generation to come along. I suppose. By the way, where is Obito? Rin smiled and snuggled up close to Kakashi. He's with Yumi and Mai. I figured this would be a good time to have a moment for ourselves. Smart. So when are you going to move back to Konoha? Kakashi asked. The same time you retire as Leaf Shinobi and become ready to take care of me and Obito, Rin informed the Hatake. I've been thinking hard about it lately. I've achieved everything I could as a shinobi. I've been trained by the White Fang, Yondaime, I've bared witness to the Sannin skill, survived the Kyuubi attack, trained 3 of the greatest shinobi, 2 of which who are probably the strongest in the world. Really, there is nothing left for me to do as a shinobi, but yet I feel that something needs to be done. Rin leaned forward and pulled Kakashi's mask down. Well, when you fill that hole, you know where to find us. The lips of the two lovers met in a romantic K on top of the head of their Junin sensei. Inside the stadium, Iruka and his class entered the stadium. The kids were more than amazed at what they saw. He turned back to the group. Look kids, that is center stage. The Genin will be doing battle there. Up there, that's where the Godime is seated with the cages from the hidden villages. Iruka heard his name being called by a familiar voice, and upon looking up, he could see that it was Konohamaru. Deciding to take his students to the location, he motioned for all to follow. Upon reaching the location, Konohamaru smiled. Iruka-sensei, what's up? Decided to bring the kids to see the matches. Yay, thought it would be good for them to see what it takes to be Genin and a shinobi, Iruka answered. One of the kids tapped Aruka. Aruka-sensei, you know Konohamaru-san. Wow, Aruka-sensei, who else do you know? Well, maybe I should introduce you all starting from left to right. Class, that is Udon, Mogi, Hyuga Hanabi, Konohamaru you know, Haruno Sakura, Yamanaka Ino, Chuji Akamaiki, Rock Lee, Tenten, Maito Gai, Sarutobi Asuma, Sarutobi Kurenai, Senju Senzaru, Senju Yugao, Haorito Naya, Seiki Kaito, Manashu Hinata, Manashu Shinji, Ranpu, Akuru, Makinu, and Futeki. One of the girls spoke with joy. You're Haruno Sakura. My Carson told me about you. She said that you were trained by Tsunade and the legendary Hitaki Kakashi. Plus you were teammates of Sasuke and Naruto. I want to be just like you when I grow, Sakura-sama. Ino snorted. How come you and Team 7 get the most recognition? Sakura ignored Ino, touched the little girl's cheek. Forge your own path and be a better shinobi, then I can hope to be okay, sweetie. The girl nodded vigorously. Hi, Sakura-sama. Senzaru tapped Aruka. Seems like your kids are in awe by those in their presences. Seems to be the case, but in any event, Aruka turned to his kids. Okay kids, we will sit at the row below, so take your seats. The kids complied with their sensei's orders. Turning back to Senzaru, I have to manage them. I will talk to you guys later. Senzaru smiled at Aruka, then addressed Yugao. How does he do it? Grabbing his hand and smiling at him, the same way you do it with you kids. A large number of people in the crowd stood, curious. Chuji glanced to see why. He noticed that a bunch of shinobi sporting black headbands with the Light Village symbol occupied a whole section of the stadium. Looks like the light has arrived, Chuji stated. Asuma nodded. So it would seem. But where is their leader? Who knows, Kurenai stated. Shinji and Hinata glanced at one another and smiled. Konohamaru saw Tsunade stand up. It's about to begin. Bar-chan is about to give her speech. Cage deck. Tsunade stepped forward. Her movement commanded complete silence from the audience. Hello everyone. I want to welcome you all to the Chunin exams. It's very exciting to host the Chunin exams for the first time in our newly built stadium. This has to be the biggest turnout I have seen for a Chunin exam in years, which means that you all are aware of how good it will be. I'm not going to bore you with a boring and long speech. I will keep it short. I just want to welcome all who came far and wide to view this event. I would also like to welcome the newly formed Light Village who have just arrived, for participating in their first Chunin exam. This should prove to be exciting and fun for your village. The Light group let a loud cheer. Tsunade raised her hand, causing them to calm down. Now that's done, everyone enjoy the match and good luck to all of the contestants. Let the games begin. The crowd erupted, raising the decibel level of the stadium. Tsunade walked back to her seat and sat down. Upon sitting down, she placed the two kids back in her lap. Turning to Gaara, seems that light has arrived, but I don't see the masked shinobi, nor do I see the leader. I'm sure the masked fighter and the leader will arrive. It's a landmark event for their village, neither would miss it. Gaara informed Tsunade. Kazekage is correct. It is a big moment for Light. It would be foolish to miss this event. Besides, the Genin doesn't fight till last. That being the case, we have enough time before the shinobi is disqualified. Saivaya informed. Baki and Kankaru landed next to Gaara. Baki was the first to address the Kazekage. Kazekage-sama. Yes, Baki. They've arrived. Who? Gaara asked. Kankaru was next to speak. Seems that you were right, they are heading this way as we speak. Tsunade was curious. Who is heading this way? Sorry, Hokage-sama, but this is a matter between Tsunade shinobi and does not concern you. Gaara said casually. Tsunade snorted and turned to look at the first match, which was between a Leaf Nin and Rock Nin. A few matches later, the crowd was now full amp up at what they saw. The matches were intense and the final match had finally arrived. Konohamaru was looking around the stadium. Man, I really hope this one isn't a forfeit. The only reason I came was to see this match. Konohamaru, don't worry, I'm sure this match will occur, Hanabi reassured him. You just have to. Udon was cut short when everyone's attention went to the Sun Country Princess Yokohana walking with a 4-year-old boy, and a number of shinobi sporting light hi-8s to the daimyo box. It didn't take her long to arrive at the designated area reserved for the daimyos. Sakura spoke next in shock when she looked at the entrance to their section. Oh my god, is that Yumi and Mai? Everyone turned to see Yumi and Mai heading toward them. Ino jumped up out of her seat. Yumi-san, my san, what's going on? Nothing much, Ino-san, Yumi said, addressing the girl. Nothing much. Wow, look at your stomach. Congratulations. So where is the father to be? Ino asked the question everyone was curious about. He's on his way, he should be joining us soon. Konohamaru pointed to the little kid. Hey, who is the brat? Mai spoke. Oh, this is Nanpu, Shikamaru and Temari-san's son. Ino and Chuji eyes widen in shock along with the others. Temari and Shikamaru, Ino stated in shock. How, when, was all she could ask. About a year or so ago. Temari and Shikamaru should be here soon as well. Yumi informed the others. Cage deck. Tsunade was looking around, to see if she saw the village leader or the masked fighter. Well, I will have to forfeit this match. Don't want to, but I have no choice. Genma glanced at Tsunade. She decided to stand as the crowd was getting rowdy. Before she could take a step forward, she was flanked by 3 light shinobi. Looking a bit shocked, Tsunade couldn't believe who appeared on the side of her and in front her until a familiar pineapple head shinobi spoke. Hokage-sama, we can't let you call this match just yet. Give a 5-minute reprieve if you will. Tsunade just said. Shikamaru. Temari. Sasam. She couldn't believe her eyes. You mean to tell me you are all light shinobi? Hold on, if that's the case then. All 3 shinobi smiled. Stadium. Ino and the others saw Shikamaru and immediately turned to Yumi, who in turn just smiled along with her mother. Outside the stadium, looking at the statue, the shorter of the 2 spoke. Is that supposed to be you? Seems that way, but it's not even close. I know. They did a horrible job. Maybe they should have called you to come and pose or something. I'm sure it would have come out a lot better. Maybe so, but not many people have stadiums and statues built in their honor. Or a bridge named after them. Okay, I get your point. I would hate for you to be late for your match. Didn't you say it's okay to be late as long as you make a grand entrance? Yay, but it doesn't mean anything if you're disqualified, so let's move. Hi. In a flash of light, the 2 mysterious figures vanished from view. In the stadium, Genma was tapping his feet. It's been over 5 minutes, I'm calling it. Looking up at the rowdy crowd, may I have everyone's attention? The final match of the first round, due to the absence of the contestant for this match has been. Everyone was amazed as particles of light engulfed the stadium. The light particles were so close, it was as if they could be touched by the stadium patrons. The light in the center of the stadium started to gather and swirl in one spot until 2 body masses formed. When the glow faded and the 2 were visible, the crowd was silenced. Genma, experiencing déjà vu, couldn't help but smile at what he was seeing. He was seeing what everyone in the stadium was seeing, and that was Uzumaki Naruto with a white and orange robe over his black Junin vest and black shirt and sweats, which was the standard Chunin outfit of a light shinobi. On his right, was the purple-haired girl, whom he took under his wing in navy blue spandex with white trimming, a navy long-sleeve shirt, and a sword draped over her back. With her hair flowing into the wind, she turned to face Genma when he said, "Name please." Manashu Hayami, aka the Masked Fighter. Cage deck. Tsunade whispered, "Naruto." Saivaya turned to Gaara, "So is this why you selected the girl to win?" The Kazekage just nodded. Kuen's smile widened as he saw Naruto, Uzumaki Naruto, always the surprise, eh? Outside of stadium, Sasuke, who was standing on a tree branch with his arms folded, gave his infamous smirk. My entrance was better, copycat. Hokage Monument. Kakashi and Rin was watching from their location. That Naruto, did he really have to copy me? What, Kakashi? Don't tell me you're mad because our Karikage's entrance was awesome. You light shinobi, showing off will get you nowhere, you do realize that. Kakashi stated. You're right, talent will. Trust me, we have that in loads. Besides, we have the strongest shinobi on the planet leading us, we're not doing too badly. Rin pointed out. Kakashi didn't respond, he just continued to stare at Naruto from his location. Stadium. Sakura eyes widened along with a few others that were present. Yumi, who was holding a book in her hand, smiled. Well, looks like he arrived and not a minute too soon. That's Naruto for you. Makinu, who was a fanboy, ignited the crowd aloud. Yay. The crowd went off like a time bomb. The volume radiated throughout the stadium. Looking around, Naruto smiled at the response that he earned. He heard Genma speak, "You sure know how to make an entrance," taking a page out of Kakashi's page. "Well no, just figured this would be the perfect time to introduce myself as the light leader," Naruto stated. The light shinobi in the crowd was chanting, "Karikage, Karikage, Karikage." Naruto glanced at Hayami. "Well Yami-chan, it's time to show this mist shinobi why the Manashu clan is regarded as the best when it comes to kenjutsu. Not only that, show him why you are the strongest genin from light." Gripping her sword, Hayami unsheathed the blade. "Not a problem Naruto Nisan." Naruto turned to Genma. "Well, I guess you can start the match." In a yellow flash, Naruto was gone. He appeared in the cage deck in an instant next to Tsunade. "Hey Bar-chan, how's it going?" "I guess well, seems like things are going good for you." Naruto nodded. "So it would seem. I guess you saved me a seat next to yours, you shouldn't have." "Well you know better than anyone that you have to keep your friends close and your enemies closer." "I guess I would be an enemy." "So Gaara, since you have an alliance with both villages, what happens if we ever go to war with Leaf?" "It's simple, I decide who to fight alongside. Let's hope that I never have to make that decision," Gaara stated. Tsunade turned to Gaara. "You have an alliance with Light?" "Yes, for 4 years now." "How is that possible?" Savia questioned. Naruto decided to explain. "It's simple, before the Chunin finals, a month before to be exact, Sasam here, Rin, and I went to Gaara under special orders of Yokohama to request Sand to align with Light. Gaara agreed once he knew I would be leading the village." Shibuki interjected. "Waterfall is aligned with Light. Just thought I'd put it out there." Tsunade glanced at Naruto, "And I'm guessing there is a reason that you haven't made Leaf and Ally, care to explain?" "Sure. But after this match, Yami-chan has got this in the bag." "I wouldn't speak so soon Naruto," Savia said, confident that her genin would take the match. Naruto just glanced at Savia. "Yami-chan is going to win, without question." Battlefield. Genma looked at both contestants. The boy, who had a sword twice the size of his body, pointed it at Hayami. "You're going to lose." Hayami smiled. "I wouldn't underestimate me if I were you. You will live to regret it if you do." Watching the two exchange words, Genma decided to speak. "You know the rules. No need for me to explain them. Just start whenever you like." Analyzing one another, the two shinobi took off at one another with their swords drawn. The light shinobi present were chanting, "Hayami, Hayami, Hayami." Outside of the stadium, Jiraiya was walking away from the stadium with a smile on his face. Stopping by the statue of Naruto, he gave it a once-over. Pulling out a book, he studied the book for a second before smiling. Opening the book and flipping to the last chapter, he started reading. Author's POV. A legend was born on that day. When the Might Raikage fell, birth was given to Earth's champion. There have been many to don the la, but none quite like this gentleman. Not only has he saved his native village, but he has ensured that the future for all is one of free will and choice. Bearer of the light, nope, just a simple man with a simple goal, which is to be the best he can be. Now, looking back, I can understand and appreciate the trials and tribulations of man who was willing to sacrifice it all for our sake. Many may not appreciate, but the respect that has been earned equates to more than anything of value. No one knows what the future holds, but what can be certain is that whatever the future does hold for us, whether good or bad, the light will protect us in the darkness and lead us to the end of the tunnel. His story, it's only beginning. Bridges have been built in his honor. Statues have been erected in his name. In certain countries, his name has become synonymous with greatness. He is much more than a shinobi. To say that is all he is would be unjust. He is many things: a son, a husband, a brother, a friend, a warrior, a Jinchuriki, a hero, a legend. Sum is greater than the parts, and each makes him who he is. Who is he, you ask? The name is Uzumaki Naruto, the Golden Fox. Jiraiya closed the book and smiled. Looking at the la page, he thought, I always wanted a good name for the book. Looks like you found a better la. Looking over the la, Jiraiya smirk remained. The Legend of the Golden Fox Volume 1 by Uzumaki Yumi. He couldn't help smile as he thought, perfect, just perfect. The white hair Senin stuffed the book inside his coat and walked down the path that led to the exit. He continued to walk slowly. After saying, my mission is complete. It's your generation's turn, have fun because I'm too old for this shit. I need a vacation. Sun sounds nice. Wait, maybe T, or C, but wave is also nice. There is. Jiraiya continued until he faded from a view and into the light. The uncertainties for the future were unknown, but as long as the Golden Fox was leading the way, Jiraiya didn't worry about handing over the rings. As far as he was concerned, they were in good hands, the hands of Uzumaki Naruto, the hands of the Golden Fox. A.N. I just want to thank everyone for reading. These past 2 years have been a hell of a ride, and I'm glad you were all there to take it with me. I just want to thank all of my editors who have aided me and the fans. With you guys take interest and making this story into more than I could hope for, it made it that much more of a pleasure to write. I guess I will this off by saying thanks a million. The Golden Fox stats before the release of Chapter 42. Words: 431,285. Reviews: 3207 and counting. Hits: 1,051,825. Favorites: 1899. Alerts: 1642. Power Rankings: 1. Naruto, with Heaven's Blade and Bearer of the Light. 2. Aizu, fused with Sorrows, and Raiho, with Heaven's Blade. 3. Senzairu, fused, W Xenos. Note: Senzairu is ranked at number 2 when using Xenos at full power. 4. Savaya, using all 8 tails. 5. Kun, using all 5 tails, and Sasuke, CS3 and Mangekyo. 6. Jiraiya. 7. Tsunade. 8. Shinji, Neoteki Raken. 9. Koku. 10. Kaito. 11. Gaara. 12. Awesido, using all 4 tails. 11. Kadan, using transformation. 12. Neji and Lee. 13. Sakura and Hinata. 14. Kakashi. 15. Guy. 16. Kumoko. 17. Baki. 18. Daki. 19. Roba. 20. Hiashi. 21. Asuma. 22. Kurenai. The end. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.